Hi, this is week 11, problem number 4. So first way we're going to do it is solving by factoring. So x squared minus 4x minus 5 equals 0. We need to find what multiplies to negative 5 but adds to negative 4, and that's negative 5 and 1. So we have the difference of x and 5 times the sum of x and 1 equals 0. Once we get that, we set each of those sets of parentheses equal to 0. So x minus 5 equals 0, and then x plus 1 equals 0. When we solve for x, we get x equals 5, and x equals negative 1. So those would be your roots. Then solving by graphing. So first thing I did is I knew from factoring that my roots were going to be 5, 0 and negative 1, 0. So I plotted those points. Then from there I found the vertex. You can see up at the top I used a number line. So I went from negative 1 to 5, and I just went in each time until I was at my middle point. And then once I knew that x was going to be 2, I substituted that in to find y. So for x equals 2, we get y equals 2 squared minus 4 times 2 minus 5. And then y equals 4 minus 8 minus 5, which equals negative 9. So my vertex is 2, negative 9, plotted that point. And then I just wanted 2 extra points, so I picked negative 2 and 6. But I only found negative 2 because I knew that once I found negative 2, it would reflect on the other side. So when x equals negative 2, then we get y equals negative 2 squared minus 4 times negative 2 minus 5. So you'd get 4 plus 8 minus 5, which is 7. So I plotted that point, and then I did 6, 7 as another point. All right, now for substitution. X squared minus 4x minus 5 equals 0. I substituted z plus 5 in for x. So z plus 5 squared minus 4 times the sum of z and 5 minus 5 equals 0. When you multiply everything together, you get z squared plus 10z plus 25 minus 4z minus 20 minus 5 equals 0. Combine like terms, you get z squared plus 6z equals 0. From there, I factored out a z, so then you get z equals 0, and then z plus 6 equals 0. Solve for z, especially in z plus 6 equals 0, and you get z equals negative 6. Now to solve for x, you substitute z back into x equals z plus 5. So x equals 0 plus 5, x equals 5, and then x equals negative 6 plus 5, x equals negative 1. All right, and then last but not least, completing the square. So we get x squared minus 4x minus 5 equals 0. First, we're going to start off with adding 5 to both sides. So we get x squared minus 4x equals 5. Then we're going to go over to the red in the right-hand side. And then we're going to use the formula b divided by 2 squared. Substitute in our b, which is negative 4. So negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. And then negative 2 squared is 4. So then we substitute that back into the problem on the left-hand side, and that's in the red. So we get x squared minus 4x plus 4 equals 9. We can simplify x squared minus 4x plus 4 into x minus 2 squared equals 9. So then we take the square root of both sides. So the square root of x minus 2 squared equals the square root of 9. The square root and the square on the left-hand side cancel each other out. So then we're just left with x minus 2 equals plus or minus 3. Then we'll add 2 to both sides. So then we get x equals 5 and x equals negative 1.